What a reception. Semiz ALICIC making his way towards the boxing ring in a cacophony of horns and sirens and claps as he prepares for this round of 16 contest. His opponent is the experienced figure of Edgaras SKURDELIS of Lithuania. Well, it's a fantastic atmosphere in the Stark Arena ahead of this contest between Semiz ALICIC and his opponent Edgaras SKURDELIS. Final instructions about to be issued. Our referee is Chang Yu Ling of Chinese Taipei. And we're underway, 60-kilogram lightweight action in the third preliminary round, the round of 16 here at the 2021 AIBA World Boxing Championships between boxers from Serbia, the host nation, and Lithuania. The tall southpaw in red and that familiar fluorescent yellow gum shield now. Semiz ALICIC, 18 years of age, competing in his third bout of Belgrade 2021. As is his opponent, Edgaras SKURDELIS of Lithuania, 28 years of age. And this his third appearance at AIBA, at an AIBA Senior World Boxing Championships, having competed in Kazakhstan in 2013 and the most recent edition in Yekaterinburg 2 years ago, prior to this one. Well, looking for a southpaw left is ALICIC. Didn't quite find it, nor did SKURDELIS with his response from his left jab. Neither boxer really able to find a range through this opening minute and change. Right hand to the body was off the mark. Scoring right jab is count from ALICIC is countered by a left hand to the body from SKURDELIS. There he comes with a left jab upstairs. ALICIC measuring his man with that lead right hand, but not really finding the range. The battle for the front feet between the orthodox and southpaw boxer as interesting as ever, as each man tries to get their foot on the outside of their opponent. SKURDELIS, oh, that's a beautiful lead left hook, catching the man as he was firing out a right jab. Very well picked punch indeed by SKURDELIS, the best shot of the round so far. And one just wonders, given the disparity in experience and indeed physical development, whether at some point SKURDELIS, the more mature athlete, the 28-year-old from Siluta in Lithuania, will look to apply the pressure and test the physicality of his opponent. And the physical strength from a man who still has a rather callow appearance about him. Unsurprising given his tender years. Competed in the World Youth Championships earlier this year in Kielce in Poland, did ALICIC. Comes to the ring as the 6-time reigning national champion of Serbia. Oh, that's a big right hand, landing flush on the jaw of ALICIC, but my goodness, didn't he take it well? The referee perfectly placed and not issuing a standing count. She must see that ALICIC's eyes are clear and his competitive fire remains strong. It was a beautifully picked punch. So SKURDELIS, who then drives in a straight right cross to the body of his opponent, just beginning to put daylight between himself and his opponent here. Tries the right hand over the top again. It's countered by a shot from ALICIC. Very good round of boxing. And SKURDELIS saying, well done, young man, because I hit you with some of my Sunday punches on this Halloween Sunday, and you're still standing. Important boxes ticked by ALICIC, because the 18-year-old, is in with a full-grown man. And it's been given on a 3-2 split to SKURDELIS, which I think is rather unfortunate on his part. I thought it was a clearer round because of the big shot successes that he enjoyed in what was otherwise a pretty hotly contested opening 3 minutes. There's the left hook. And then after that, a right cross came over and a strong right hand to the body as well. There's the right cross, overhand right coming in, and a spearing right hand score to the torso of ALICIC. And to come away with a 3-2 split, I think is, well, it flatters him to say the least. But that means he's still right in the contest as we enter the second round. ALICIC has already enjoyed continental championship podium success, the 18-year-old. Boxed his way to the top of the podium in the European Championships in AIBA in 2018. He's pecking and poking with that lead right hand here. SKURDELIS circumspect to begin this second round, and he's not really able to close the distance and so let his hands go because he's beyond punching range. It's rough on the inside. Well, he's receiving terrific support is ALICIC, and he scores with a southpaw left there. Double right jab poked out, and right now he is outworking SKURDELIS, keeping the man occupied with the punches that he's putting out there. And SKURDELIS, well, the angles that he's being given by terrific movement like that from the 18-year-old ALICIC, well, it's posing him a fair few problems here, and he's not made the adjustment through the first half of this second round. Circling his man in both directions, moving around the clock face is ALICIC, and SKURDELIS can't get off the train tracks that he's currently on to get his feet in position to punch and score against the teenager from the host nation. Terrific right jab being pecked out, and it's SKURDELIS who is keen to initiate a clinch. Here the two men test the strength of one another on the inside. And again, SKURDELIS got through with the right hand body shot, but the left hand catching the man on the scapula because he's able to change and pivot. There he did get through with one shot during that flurry of punches, SKURDELIS. But less than a minute to go, and he's been outworked here. But there's a thunderous left hook that sends ALICIC to the canvas. Now again, in AIBA style boxing, it is not like professional boxing, and it won't necessarily be reflected favorably on the scorecards for SKURDELIS. Now, if he can capitalize and land some heavy leather in the final 30 seconds, that may be a stronger argument to change the complexion of the round in AIBA style scoring, because in the pro ranks, that'd be a 10-8 round right now in favor of SKURDELIS, but that's not the case in a 3-round format of AIBA boxing. And prior to that single shot success, well, for my money, ALICIC, and he scores a knockdown with a backhand, but it's been ruled a slip because of the tangle of legs between the orthodox and southpaw boxer. The crowd not happy, and they may well have a point in the sense that a punch landed from ALICIC to help SKURDELIS on the way down to the floor. But I think that was a terrific response from ALICIC. Gave his man angles, continued to move left and right, always within punching range, and his right jab was a really disruptive weapon that troubled SKURDELIS for the majority of that round. Oh, well, I do feel it's rather unfortunate there, and maybe the knockdown has been taken into account, but to concede it unanimously when he scored the knock, when really, for my money, the biggest success that SKURDELIS enjoyed was the knockdown. Other than that, he was kept occupied, he was poked repeatedly with the lead right hand, but that was the shot that turned things around. So going into the third and final round, it's a 20 points to 18 lead on 3 of the scorecards for Edgaras SKURDELIS. After the second round was scored unanimously in favor of the boxer wearing blue. Scored a heavy knockdown in that second round, but prior to that, didn't really let his hands go. And even though ALICIC is short with a jab here in the second round. It was accurate. It was an annoyance. Can he find that type of rhythm and flow again after taking that trip to the canvas, which must have shaken his confidence a little bit, because he will have felt the punch power of this man. And again, as he scores with a good right jab and then another one on the back foot, same shot once again. And this is more in the manner of how he was boxing in the second round. Skurdelis not able to close the distance, constantly having to reset and come again. But when he begins his forward advance, invariably ALICIC is gone. Scoring right jab to the body from ALICIC. Skurdelis trying a counter right hand but can't find the range. Scoring right jab from ALICIC. Burst of activity to the body from Skurdelis. So beyond the midpoint of this final round, and ALICIC needs an enormous final round with the time against him. He's got to get his man out of there inside the distance here now. 2 unanimous points decision victories over John Hale of Ireland in the first preliminary round, and then the 29-fight professional from Laos, Walter Opatana, brought a 25-4 record in his 29 fights to the World Championships, but was dealt with comfortably by the 18-year-old from Serbia. But he's facing an uphill struggle here. Conceded the first on a 4-1 split, the second round unanimously after he was knocked down heavily to the canvas. I thought he boxed very well in the second round behind his right jab. Takes a hard right cross to the body there from Skurdelis. Skurdelis sees his right hand blocked by the left glove of ALICIC. Well, again, he's out of range with those punches, is ALICIC. He's not finding his man, so even though he's preventing Skurdelis from firing back as he looks to measure and unload a counter, all ALICIC is doing is edging him backwards towards the ropes, where he may look to score with a shot like that. It's a beautiful lead right jab. Disrupts the balance of Edgaras Skurdelis. And it's nice to see that, because Edgaras Skurdelis scored with some heavy shots in the first round. I thought he was outboxed in the second round, but a heavy shot that he landed scored a knockdown and saw him take the second round unanimously. And then in the third round, well, ALICIC let his hands go with regularity, but he was out of range for the majority of the punches that he threw. And so it's going to be Edgaras Skurdelis who goes through to the quarter-final stage of the men's 60-kilogram lightweight tournament. Let's get confirmation.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 338 of the ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer out of the blue corner, representing Lithuania.
What a wonderful moment for Edgaras Skurdelis. The man competing in his third World Championships here in Serbia, progressing further than he ever has in his 2 previous appearances, and he is absolutely delighted. A unanimous point decision victor over Serbia's teen sensation Semiz ALICIC, the 18-year-old and 6-time reigning national champion of the host nation, eliminated here in the third preliminary round, but he has given a very good account of himself. And at just 18 years of age, if he continues to trust the process and work as diligently as he has to get himself to this stage, well, he is only going to get better, and we will no doubt see him in AIBA competitions in the future. But right here and now in Belgrade 2021, we're going to be seeing Edgaras Skurdelis in the quarterfinals, and he'll be in action in the 2nd of November